Here I am again with the 2007 Honda Accord V6 6-speed sedan. Figured this would be a good opportunity to do a little bit of first-person driving. It's just been washed and waxed, but let's just jump in and go for a spin. Figured this would also be a good opportunity to talk about ownership costs and maintenance and things like that, since I've had this car for about a year now, a little over a year. Let's turn that down a little bit. This is probably going to be kind of a boring merge. I'll tell you what. So it still gets up and goes pretty nicely. Again, this is the J30 engine, the 3-liter single overhead cam 24-valve V6. This year it was rated at 244 horsepower and 211 pound-feet of torque. Front-wheel drive, 6-speed manual transmission. Right now I just rolled over 156,000 miles. I bought it a little over a year ago, about a year and a month, with 143,000. So highway cruising here at 70 miles an hour. We're still sitting at about 2,400 RPM. But it's nice, if you need passing power, you can just go down into 4th. You can probably even do 3rd at that speed. So just an idea of the gearing. If you go down to 5th at 70, it's about 3,000, about 3,800 in 4th, maybe 39, and then 5,000 in 3rd. So yeah, you could go down to 3rd if you needed to make a pretty aggressive passing maneuver at highway speeds. So anyway, this is the highest mileage car I've ever owned. Like I said, I bought it with 143,000, and now it has 156. So in that time, the biggest mechanical issue that I unfortunately got stuck with was the clutch started slipping last year. Sadly, only like 6 weeks after buying the car, the clutch started slipping, and I ended up having to get it replaced. Which, you know, with this kind of mileage, it's kind of what you would expect, but unfortunately my flywheel, the original one, was also in really bad shape. My mechanic showed it to me and it was just all riveted and worn, and it was beyond the point of repair, so that had to get replaced too. So that was pretty expensive. But you know what, it's done, and I shouldn't have to worry about it for hopefully, you know, another 100,000 plus miles or so. Really the only other maintenance aside from oil changes and the normal things like that, I did have to replace the front brake rotors and pads, but that was, I knew I was going to have to do that sooner or later. But other than that, it's been reliable, not very problematic at all. A common issue on these cars is the O-ring, the gasket that seals the power steering hose from the reservoir onto the pump often starts leaking. And my power steering pump was starting to make some noise, and I was getting a little worried that I would have to put in a new power steering pump, but a $6 gasket seemed to fix it just fine. And the steering lightened up a little bit after that, but not in a bad way. Also, on the subject of this clutch, I wanted to talk about that a little bit. It does take a little bit of getting used to, and I noticed it especially when the clutch and flywheel were brand new, and even still today. The clutch take-up is really kind of aggressive, and the pedal travel, the clutch engagement in relation to the pedal travel is a little bit odd. So what happens is, when you have the clutch all the way pushed in, obviously the clutch is disengaged. But when you start picking up that clutch pedal, maybe only about 10, at most 20% of the release of the pedal travel is when the clutch starts to bite, to engage. And then by the time the pedal travel is out maybe about 60%, just a little bit more than halfway, it feels like the clutch is all the way engaged, and there's, you know, a good amount of play between the clutch being 100% released and, you know, where it feels like the clutch is completely engaged. Like I said, about 50-60%. So the take-up is kind of aggressive, and it takes some getting used to if you're not accustomed to a clutch like that. But, you know, since I drive this car pretty much daily, I've gotten used to it. And the other thing you can probably tell here at highway speeds is that there's a good amount of road noise, and, you know, Hondas aren't typically known for being the quietest cars on the road, but, you know, I think it's manageable, and there aren't really any rattles or squeaks coming from the interior. There's just some road noise at highway speeds, and considering that this car is 12 years old and it has the mileage that it does, I think that's totally fair, totally acceptable. Little rev match. It is pretty easy to heel and toe downshift with the way these pedals are. I mean, I have pretty big feet. Anyway, like I said, it's pretty easy to heel and toe downshift in this car, but I have pretty big feet, so, you know, I don't actually heel and toe it. I just kind of blip the throttle with kind of the end of my foot and then use the rest of it to brake. The pedals are close enough together to be able to do that. Too hot there. The other thing I'm wondering is, I'm starting to get a little suspicious that I may need new struts and shocks in this car, because the ride is starting to feel a little bit more wallowy than I remember. And, you know, of course, that's something that happens gradually over time, but, you know, I have no record of when and if they were ever changed, so that might be the next service I have done. Alright, I'm going to see if I can get a quick 0 to 60 run here. No one behind us. Traction control. I'm going to leave it on this time. right, let's see if we can do one more run here. I'm going to do this one with traction control off. And here we go. So, looks like I can get to 60 in second gear. I know the last several times I've tried, I think I've been short shifting it a little bit. So that's good to know. Now, every so often I look at listings for these older V6 Accords, the 6-speed Accords, just to see what they're going for, because I always, you know, wonder, did I get a good price? Could I have gotten a better price? And one of the vehicles I found for sale actually had the original window sticker in one of its listing photos, and it was spec'd exactly the same as this car, and its original MSRP in 2007 was $27,995. But, you know, 10 years after this car was built is when I bought it, and I paid about 25% of that original MSRP, and at the time the car had 143,000 miles on it. And what's even cooler is I wouldn't be surprised if this car still, you know, had half of its life left in it, if not more. I think possibly one of the longevity concerns with these Accords and some Hondas and Acuras in general is their automatic transmissions. But, you know, hell, I have a 6-speed manual, so I don't have to worry about an automatic transmission falling apart or not working. Alright, well, I think that's gonna about do it for this video. Just go ahead and jump out and take another look.